Hey, welcome back to another episode from the BJB Show. I am your main host, Tyler, and I want to welcome you again, like I said, to another episode of the BJB Show. Today, I am fortunate enough to have my loving co-host, the bright spot in my eye, Dee. Now, of course, unfortunately, she can't be here again. She's out on the road, but we've got her on the phone. All right, so here we go. Let me bring her in. Hey.
Hi. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic now that I've got you.
Great, good to hear.
Yeah. So how was your day?
I'm excited for this. Well, I was looking forward to the show all day,
really?
so I'm excited.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it too. This our guest today is she's on her way to being a porn legend. I can tell just
Oh,
because
really?
of what she's capable of doing. Once our listeners see exactly what I'm talking about, I mean, I'm going to show that through the course of the interview. But once you guys see what this woman is capable of doing, oh my God. Oh my goodness. So, without any further ado, we're going to bring in, no, hold on. So, Dee, did you do any kind of checking up on this lady?
I did a little
Yeah.
viewing.
Okay.
I noticed she has some talents.
Some talents.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
She's very talented.
I mean, the first time I saw her, the first time we met, it was during a shoot. She was up here. No, not up here. She was over here. She was doing a shoot, and it was a threesome shoot. And she came in. She was the life of the party. She's forever cracking jokes. And let's just say that while she was prepping herself for the shoot, yeah, just watching her, just looking at her, I was like, oh my God, like might be able to teach
Like,
a few
wow.
things. Yeah, definitely
Right.
a wow moment. You can definitely she can teach some things with oh my goodness. I'm stumbling over my words here. So, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. No, let's not say boys and girls. This is not that kind of show. This is not that kind of show.
No.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we are going to bring in our guest, Miss Mandie Maytag. Hey.
Yay! Hi,
Hey guys,
Mandy.
seems like you're a little tongue-tied, though.
Little bit. Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
nobody can tie their tongue like you.
Yeah.
How
that
long
thing.
is that? You must have measured that at some point.
I have. It's 5 talented inches.
Wow.
Whoa.
My
And what
life
is
is
the
not-
average? Do you know?
No, I don't. But I've definitely
Well above
touched
average.
some pelvises with it.
Really?
I'm
You know what I mean?
sure.
Really?
So it's
Wow.
like
You could
sometimes I can swallow something all the
you could
way and
do
then still have room to stick out my tongue.
oh my gosh. You could do a pelvic exam with that thing.
Oh my. Yeah. Yeah, it does more than talk shit.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mandie Maytag is known for her extremely large tongue, extremely long tongue, and her deep throat ability. So,
Among other, yeah.
well, okay, okay, all right. So you tell us. You tell us. What else are you known for then?
Rainbow socks. No. Ah,
Okay.
um,
So
well,
that's with the
mostly
rainbow
far as
socks.
as far as like on screen, I am known for those things, the long tongue, the deep throat. Just I think my enthusiasm is
Mhm.
enjoyed. I get a lot of compliments on that. But off screen, my colleagues are always like coming to me for advice, business advice. Even people that have worked with like all the major companies their whole career will come to me and say, Mandy, how do I do it like you do it? I've worked for the biggest name for 11 years, but I own nothing. Like, how do I do it the way you're doing it? Or people that need to rebrand even after winning the biggest awards, they'll say, how come I'm not making money like you're making money? And I guess it's because I got in the industry when I was older. I was tenacious. I was broke, even though I had a federal government job and was making the most day job money I'd ever made in my life. I was struggling paycheck to paycheck. And so there was something inside of me that said, just go for it. So um,
Wow.
I, I'm known for those things, I think, mostly. And I'm really, really funny, too.
So you say, huh?
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, really, really ridiculously hilarious.
Yeah, you definitely it took for our shoot it took a little bit longer for everyone to compose themselves from your jokes before everyone was
That's a
ready.
good time.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
pretty good.
I wish I
It was
remembered
pretty
that.
good.
I mean, I remember a couple things making it take a little longer, but
Mm.
uh, you know, luckily
Well,
I'm also very modest, so humble, so very, very humble. The most humble person I've ever met, and then some.
mm-hmm.
Right, right.
You are something else. So, all right. So, how did you get involved? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I did it again. I did it again. All right. Okay. There we go. At least it happened this time when you weren't speaking. It happened when I just accidentally hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Oh, does he need to be punished?
Ooh.
Yes. I think he
Hmm.
needs to
I'm
be.
kind of acting, at least.
Uh-oh.
At
Uh-oh.
least.
Here we go. Here we go. Don't be giving this lady any ideas. Don't be.
Oh, yeah, together, we do rule the world in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
In a
true.
sense.
That is true. All
So,
right. So okay. So you said that you got into the industry when you were older.
yes, I was almost 38,
Okay.
and now I'm 42.
42.
So I shot my first scenes late October 2017. I posted it New Year's time 2018, and then I have just gone full force ever since.
Wow.
Wow.
So this is the only thing you're doing is the business.
Yeah, for the last 2 years, it's 100% of what I do.
And you said earlier that people reach out to you because you do things differently. What is it that you do that's different?
I don't know if it's different or if it's just things people haven't thought of because I was lucky that when I started, I lived in northern Florida in the Panhandle, and I had several people in my circle when I started day one. So I had a professional that had been in the industry for years. I had a girl that was making great money that only been in it for 2 years that had started like, these young girls. I mean, they turn 18 and it seems like they can just market like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a little bit of good advice, and I had sex workers in my corner from jump, and I learned a little bit from everyone. But the one that was making money, that's where I took advice from, and then I just kind of ran with it. She gave me 3 pieces of great advice. I added one more piece, and then I've just had to live by that because I was trying to work full time and build my platforms and my fan base. And then, I went through a natural disaster. We've gone through COVID and some things like that. And it's like, once I quit working a day job, it really put my feet to the fire, and it was time to, make sure that I had the income coming in. And,
Absolutely.
and so I just was never lazy about it. And I've always tried different avenues because the market is constantly changing. Platforms are constantly updating the terms and conditions. Um, we get the rug pulled out from underneath us at least a couple times a year, and you got to be ready to roll. So when I get in a rut, I'll pay for a consult from somebody that's been doing it longer than me or better than me. I'll reach out to friends, and sometimes I try. It doesn't work very well, but I try to take a break. But
Right.
it's hard to stop, because if you stop for even a second, the fans will find somewhere else to go because their attention span is about 6 inches long.
Yes.
And
Right.
if you're not satisfy that, someone else will. And if you're inconsistent, you're quickly replaceable, and you have to stay relevant and
Right.
give them gentle reminders all the time of what they need to be doing. So
okay, how do you, well, couple questions. You said you were given 3 pieces of advice and you added one. Care to share what those were? And
absolutely.
go ahead.
And I share these all the time. I've actually thought about putting together a online kind of a talent agency, slash workshops, live workshops. I thought about putting a company like that together, but the team that I had was not the right team, and it wasn't the right time.
Mm-hmm.
But the 4 key pieces of advice I got was, number 1, very simple, no excuses. I get messages from guys every single day. Can I shoot with you? Can I work with you? And I'll say, where's your portfolio? Where are your references? Oh, well, I just got this or I got that, or I'm waiting for this. I don't have that, or girls will say, well, I don't have the pictures yet. I need this. I need that. Just start. Just start taking pictures. Start building. I always tell them, get a Gmail, get a clever name, get a Twitter, start networking, do what you can. And, reach out for advice. People will help you. It's a pretty small industry. And it's, for the most part, I've had really great experiences with almost everybody I've worked with. So number 1's no excuses. Number 2 was always participate in money-making activities. So like I said, these girls come out of high school, they turn 18, and it seems like they know how to run these premium Snapchats and these multi-girl drop boxes. They know how to market. They've already had their OnlyFans up for a while. These girls, they just know what the hell they're doing. Like, they've been raised, back when I was a kid, we didn't have internet. When I was in 6th grade and we got our Commodore 64, and it took you 3 days to program.
Yes, I had that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That's back in my time. What are you talking about?
I had one too.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead.
So back in 92, we got a Commodore 64. You spend days programming it. It goes, doo, doo, doo. I remember, Prodigy and AOL, the CD-ROM you had to put in and tie up the phone line.
Yeah.
But
Net Zero.
Cool. In 6th grade, I said, yeah, we got a computer last night. My friend said, go get a computer. But, now that I'm a mother, like, all of my children have been born since the internet, and these kids come out knowing how to market, knowing how to sell, They know all the terminology. They teach me stuff all the time just by participating in money-making activities. So if
Right.
you want to, I've tried camming, not my cup of tea, but the cam companies are the major sponsors of all the conventions. And it's a great way to bring in adult-friendly buyers, viewers and buyers, because, you can try to do it on social media, but, like I said, they're cleaning up the terms and conditions. They're always pulling the rug out from underneath us. They're like, hey, thank you, sex workers, for building our platform. OnlyFans. And then, never mind, we don't have to anymore and get rid of us. So,
Right.
you always have to be kind of putting your hands in a lot of different pots, so to speak. Content creation plus shoot with producers. Everybody says, how much do I get paid a scene? How much do I get paid a scene? How much do I get paid a scene? God's honest truth, unless you're super hot and live in an area where they shoot a lot of adult work, like Vegas, LA, Miami, good luck getting a paid scene and not getting ripped off and getting somebody that's doing it right with the legal paperwork, with the STD testing, etc. So most of us are independent. It's a day and age where everyone has a camera and a phone and a light, and people are making the content for YouTube and things like that. So it's not so much like it was in the day where you had to get an agent, and then Hugh Hefner flew you out to the mansion and gave you 30 grand for a month, whatever. It's not really
Yeah.
like that anymore. So it's independent and anyone can do it. Really, it's about finding your market, no excuses, always participate in money-making activities. So try a bunch of different things, see what works for you. Then the last one was basically strike while the iron's hot. Like I said, if I'm not there to interact with my fans and post consistent content, then someone else is. They will find someone else
Right.
if you're not consistent and you're not relevant. If you're posting the same thing over and over and over and over and over, just wearing a different wig or different makeup, different outfit. Like today I'm an elf. Today I'm all these cosplay things and all these furries and just whatever they are. I'm a bad teacher today and I'm a nun tomorrow. Like just changing up the outfit, doing the same thing over and over is not really going to work. So, keeping it relevant and consistent. So basically when you have viewers, fans, buyers, followers, whatever, you've got to make it very easy for them to pay you. They may not even know what they want, but they're reaching out to you in some way, and they have to, in my mind, they have to cross that threshold between admirer and time waster, because they want to be in your inbox, they want to be in your DMs, they want to be talk, and they want to fantasize about how you're going to come to them and visit them and satisfy all their fantasies, or they're going to come to your town in Missouri. No one's done it yet. And how they're going to do this and that for you. But honestly, you have to set yourself apart with money, fellas. You got to make it super easy for them to pay you. Like right now, you have to have, I have all the payment apps. There's no excuse for me to never be able to take your money, ever, so,
right.
advice, basically, no excuses, always participate in money making activities and strike while the iron's hot. And then the one I've added is a push product is better than a perfect product. So I'm not a perfect body. I'm not a
Wait, say that again. A what product?
I pushed.
Pushed. Oh, a pushed product.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like salt, pepper.
Right.
Push it. That. So you push that product. A push product is better than a perfect product. So I could be, an ideal body, the Adriana Chechik or whatever, and just be ideal and make these glorious scenes. But if I don't edit them and put them out for sale, then they just
They're
sit there.
Useless. Right.
I can take a mediocre product, make a badass promo, and go on all these platforms and push it. And when those guys come to me and they're like, "Oh, you make me so hot and bothered," then I can say, "Oh, have you seen this new this or that?" Sometimes the promo is a 10 and the video is like a 4. 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't make 4s, but anyway, I've had some duds in there. I have one. Yeah. you never know. Like, I'm always surprised at what takes off and what doesn't. I keep thinking I'm going to go viral for this
Yeah.
or that, and it sits there. So,
Right.
and then something that I think is gross or weird or I look fat or whatever, that shit sells like crazy. So, the push product is better than perfect product. I'm in your face. I'm pushing my product. When you talk to me, I'm giving you a couple minutes, and then it's on to what can I do for you? How are you going to pay me right now? And eventually, you get pretty good at it. You learn ways to shut people down without hurting their feelings, without insulting them. You know, you just make yourself in demand somewhere else for money. You say, you know, I'd love to sit and talk, but I have a Skype show to do, and he's already paid. He's waiting. I'll have to get back with you later. You know,
Right.
you just learn to shut out the time waste immediately as fast as you can. But you know, on the other hand, you got to be kind and enough. Like when you said, "Oh yeah, she's so funny and nice." Oh no, that was somebody on the phone before you guys. A nice Canadian, you know how they are. He was just like, "No, man, I'm gonna tell everyone you're so kind and nice." And I'm like, other people have had different experiences. Catch me on a bad day, you're probably gonna get it. So.
Right.
There's something else. Okay. I had no idea that you were such a wealth of information. But I do remember you were kind of giving like a crash course of, was it ManyVids at the shoot with Porter Rock? I think you were talking about ManyVids. It was either ManyVid. Yeah, it was ManyVids. Not it wasn't OnlyFans. It was definitely ManyVids.
I know that they've updated, you know, they didn't used to require your releases, your model releases and 2257s and IDs up front, but they do now. There is some tips. If you go look into the support pages, this is for the creators and the models. They will tell you how to increase your rank, and more rank is more visibility. So there's some real simple things that you can do to get yourself more views. And basically views equals buyers, you know. It's like fishing. You cast out, you know, the more times you cast, the more bites you're going to get.
Right.
Yep. Very true. Okay.
And you get out what you put in.
Yeah, if you're decent. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've seen some, like I said, I've seen some girls that really literally do the same thing over and over and over and over. And then they do really bad things like make it everything the cheapest they can make it, thinking I'm in a bind, I need some money, I'm going to lower everything to the very rock bottom price that the platform will let me do it. And the rest of us are going, no. Hang on a minute, chill out, because you're
gonna mess it up for everybody.
You're cheapening yours. You know, you'll sell more raising the price, I think. You know, if you believe in yourself. And sometimes these girls just do the same thing over and over and over, and you're gonna keep getting what you get, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I should all my interviews like this. I'm digging this right here.
You look comfortable.
You look extremely comfortable.
Yeah, the rest of the time I feel good. So
you look extremely
good.
Laying on my back in bed. That's how I do it, guys. It's all I do. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
24/7.
All right. So, now you said you're on a bunch of different platforms. Now, you've been doing this for a while. How many different platforms are you actually on?
Oh, Lord.
And what are they? You have your own.
I can give you my main ones.
Okay, go ahead. You have your
Pornhub.
Own.
But my favorite is Xvideos.
I didn't know you were on Xvideos.
Oh yeah, my channel's in the top 500.
Is it?
Nice.
They have I like Xvideos. It's not my highest paying platform. Before Pornhub lost their Visa and MasterCard merchant services agreement, I would make the platforms with 1/10 of the views on Pornhub. So Pornhub, I'd have 100,000. Xvideos, I'd have 1 million, but I'd make the same on each platform. Pornhub was beautiful before they lost their merchant services agreement. Anyhow, Xvideos is my favorite because of the exposure. I waited too long to get on that platform. because I thought, why would I give my stuff away for free? Oh,
Right.
ignorance. Oh, I was ignorant as hell. I've got like almost 28 million views now, and I'll tell you what, you do not know who is watching. I mean, I cannot believe the people who have reached out to me, the celebrities, pro athletes, entrepreneurs, super
Right.
talented public figures. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe the people I've met. I cannot believe the people that know my name. I am in awe. I'm literally in awe with the people that I've met and the people that have reached out to me. My freaking mind. But Xvideos, because you do get paid for the views, but they have a premium side. So you make the promo, you get your monetized promo over here, and you send them over to the red, and you get significantly more money on the red side. So it's a matter of just, and I can promote all my other platforms. So I've got many vids where I rank in the top 1,000 most of the time. I have Sext Panther, where you can text me or call me, guys. Go right ahead. Sext Panther, it's all one word, SEXT. I have a Chatterbait, a My Free Cams. I don't get on those too often. Of course, I got the OnlyFans, but I plan on either kind of falling back a little bit when Xvideos unveils their new membership program. They're going to start doing it all, just like Model Hub did. They're going to, but yeah, they're getting ready to. They are striking while the iron's hot. We needed it with Pornhub screwing up, with OnlyFans screwing up. Xvideos is going to come in. They're going to do it right from the beginning, and they are going to streamline all these platforms. This is like Bitcoin in 2015. If you could get in at the base level, you'd have hundreds of thousands of dollars right now, right? This is how I'm looking at Xvideos. They're going to be our hero.
Yeah.
I have MandieMaytag.com. As you guys saw, it's a diamond in the rough. I don't want to screw it up, so I don't mess with it. But eventually, I want to have like a accurate calendar where I'm at, where I'm going, because I've booked 75 trips already this year. I'm tired, and I'm always trying to keep up where I'm at. Yeah, where I'm at, what I'm doing, and I really want to streamline everything into my website. The issue is merchant services don't want to swipe for adult content because the FOSHA and SESTA laws that were passed, the stuff that got like back page deleted and things like that, because they're so worried about trafficking and things like that. It's really foot on our neck of the people that are doing it legal, that are adults, that are following the 2257s and make sure he's an adult, whatever. But it has definitely put a foot on our throats. And so now everyone's afraid to do anything. Payment apps like Cash App, they're scared of us, every of us, and want to help people do the most basic thing, and that's not, damn it. It's like the most important thing in the world. After oxygen, food.
Absolutely.
Guys are like, okay, food, water, oxygen, shelter. Now I must nut. It's how we got here. It's at one point in time it becomes the most important thing to a guy. And procreation. Hello. It's very important, but
absolutely.
I don't know why we're still in 2021. We're still doing this. We have legal weed now, and now we're trying to still crap on the oldest occupation in the world that's never anywhere.
Right.
So, we just keep reinventing the wheel. Reinventing the wheel. I do this almost all digitally, like through a screen now. I don't have to touch people if I don't want to. But anyhow, So I want
this right here,
everything on my website, but I'm afraid to mess with it. So in time, that's going to be all polished up.
Yeah. So this right here that I'm showing is MandieMaytag.com.
Yes. Right? So much, Mom. But yes, it's MandieMaytag.com.
Okay. So I want to make sure that everyone can get an idea as to what they're looking at, what they're looking for. So, just the first 3 pictures alone, it's like, oh, okay, all right, she's about it.
Yeah, I've branded the rainbow socks.
Nice.
Yeah, in time. We'll get there. We'll get there. I don't know. I probably have fostered many vids and OnlyFans the most. I used to really spoil my premium Snapchat, but they've deleted my promo and my promo account. Without a promo account, I'm not really selling premium accounts. So, yeah, I'm seeing me phasing that out. In time, I would like to bring it all to the website, but why would I make money in one place when I can make money in 15, 20 places? So I definitely have other platforms, but those are the biggest. I got all my links.com/Mandie Maytag. It's going to have those listed there.
Okay. All right.
Oh, good.
I'll have to find that and put that up so people can find you that way. Because you don't have that on your Mandie Maytag, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think I have something that says like I'm a primal alien sex robot, and I'm probably funny.
Yes, you do. You do.
Yeah, I just had to give him some filler to fill it when it was when they built the site. I just had to have some pictures on there to launch it, but I really would love a series of the same type of pictures, a nice photo gallery, a nice blog, some press releases, a calendar. I got some beautiful merchandise. It is fire, and I cannot wait to start selling it, somewhere. I've been giving away.
Oh, yeah? What do you have?
Oh, man, I've got shirts, some tote bags, some koozies, a couple face masks, for the COVID-19.
Nice.
Yeah,
but
face diapers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, face diapers. Yeah, I had a friend way back before I was actually in this industry. I was in some private sex groups after I got divorced after many, many, many years of marriage. I got into these secret sex groups online, and my merchandiser is actually somebody else from the groups, and we hadn't talked in a long time. We did a little messenger like, hey, how you doing? I said, oh, guess what I'm doing now? And he says, guess what I'm doing now? He's got a store in Dallas, and he makes custom clothing. And I was like, I'm giving you my business.
Wow.
And I've been down times to Dallas and been to a store, and we might hit the casino and stuff, maybe do a French kiss. But
nice.
I haven't smashed it. I'm going to smash him one of these days. But he makes beautiful work. He says, what would you like? What would you like in shirts? I said, well, if I knew I wouldn't be here, I need help. And he was like, that's exactly what I need to hear. I was like, I had a logo. That's all I really had to go on. He's a genius. He said, let's put a QR code on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's like, you don't even have to remember my website. You can just scan. I can be in an airport. I can walk around Vegas, New York, wherever.
Wow,
and
that's ingenious.
Scan the code. It goes straight to my free videos on Xvideos, because if I can get them for a second, I can sell them.
Right.
Once I have that customer, I can find them again.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's brilliant.
There you go. Wow,
it was brilliant. It's
so where do you sell your merch?
Well, I've sold some on many bids, but I have found myself giving a lot of it away. My first batch I made myself with a little online company that printed the shirts, and they would ship them out for me, and I had to charge a little too much, and I didn't really get to see the finished product, except a couple that I ordered, one for myself and one for my personal assistant. They were a little different. Mine had the big logo. Hers just had a little logo. But now I've got ones with the shiny foil with, the gold on black, the blue hollow on gray. I mean, tank tops, and they just look really good. If you want, I can grab a couple and show you. They're just sitting right over there. But, if not, I can.
If you want,
maybe take
sure. Go ahead. Let's see it. Let's see what you got.
Try not to look at my butt when I get off this bed.
We'll try not to look. We'll try not to look.
Yeah, I think I'm funny. Okay. So this is just a real simple, plain one, like just a logo with the QR code. And then I had this genius idea because one of my fans is actually a security guard in the Chicago public school system. And he was saying, if you ever come to Chicago and you need a security guard, which I might, I've already had a gun pulled on me there. And then I thought, I'm going to get some security shirts made, because when I was interviewing managers, I thought about getting a manager for a while. And one of them said, you're going to do appearances. You're going to have
nice.
a bodyguard.
I like that one.
you may not need the bodyguard, but it's really more for image. And I said, oh,
Mhm.
that's smart. They all told me what they were going to do for me, and I just took. They all had a little bit different advice, but all things I could do on my own. All three of them said, you don't need me, so that was nice. But I tell you what,
That's
the work
good.
is it's
That's
nonstop.
really good.
So I
That's
love
really good.
this is what Apollo. It kind of does the rainbow thing, but some of them look really good. But I find my friends will come through, and boy, oh boy, do they each have several. Look how hot that is.
Yeah.
Silver,
Oh, I like
pink.
that.
Oh, baby.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
So for
Some of
for
the,
for
oh, yeah.
our listeners and viewers that are just watching
Oh, I
or
like
that
that
are
one.
just listening to the podcast itself,
Good.
you're really gonna need to see this episode when we post it up on YouTube. You're really gonna need to see this so you can see the quality of the merchandise. It looks really good. They look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is stock designs at Music City Mall, Dallas. That's my friend Norrell. He will hook you up. And he's passionate about
Nice.
his work. He's on the TikTok and dancing and singing while he's doing his thing. Oh, we got some of these. I'll have to send you guys some stuff. So get for my drinkers,
Oh, the
people that like to keep their
koozies.
drinks.
Yeah.
And he even did some stuff like get a shirt that matches the koozie, that matches the tote bag, that matches the
Oh,
face
no
mask.
way.
I love him. Face diapers, because I'm always talking shit. Here we go.
Right.
You know, I thought about getting face masks with the big tongue on it. Like, whoop.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Look at
Yeah,
Yeah,
you.
that
I
would
think
have been awesome.
logo or
Next
something.
time, next
But
run.
yeah, he did a really, really, really great job. These came in the day I left for the Exotica convention in New Jersey, my first convention back since COVID happened. But
Mhm.
I really was going to give some of these out. I've got one. This one is actually for Strand of Hard Nutters. He and I are going to go in cahoots together.
Nice. Okay.
Making stuff. We're already working together. But we had a little bit different agendas at the convention, and the time is so limited, you know.
Mhm.
But we
Right.
will get together again. We're going to make some magic. I hope we're the next big thing, but I don't want to jinx it either. So
Well, you know,
I plan to be in the industry until I die, and that doesn't necessarily mean in front of the camera. I'll be behind the scenes doing something forever.
Right. Right.
no, you're definitely excuse me, you're definitely on target. That's for sure. You're on target.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm more than just a pretty face, guys. Okay. I'm also boobs.
Yes, let's get it straight.
Oh my goodness. All right, so let's back up a little bit. Let's back up. Okay, so you're 42. You you're married. How many kids did you have?
Oh, no. I'm happily single.
No,
I've been
I said
happily
were
single since
married.
the age of 15.
I said were married.
So, oh, I thought you said are.
No, I'm sorry. I guess maybe I just had the microphone too close to my face. You know, I couldn't. Okay, so you were married. How many kids do you have?
I have 3 biological children. A son who is 22, a daughter who's 16, and a daughter who is 13.
Okay.
And this summer, for several months, I had a foster child. And then a lot of people call me Mama. So,
Yeah.
Okay. So
Mommy.
do they all know what you do?
My son does not, that I know of. I
Okay.
have not seen. I had him when I was really young,
Mhm.
and I let his father have him. I've never spoken on this before, but I let his father have him because my family is very small and separate. You know, we're scattered all over the country. And when I left my first husband to go back to my mom with my son, I worked all day long. I lived in Denver, and he really was not going to have like that great of a life. But his father was older than me. He was already going to have another child. I didn't think I'd have any more. And he had a huge family. They all lived in the same area. So I knew he'd have the aunts, the uncles, the Christmases, and all that stuff. So I let him go live with his dad. It just kind of turned into one of those things, like he and I had a communication issue. So it turned into like, like we're going to move and change our number and blah, 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 blah. And made it very difficult for
Yeah,
me
we
to
could
visit
both
him.
relate.
He really broke my spirit, but it actually motivated me to get a college degree in paralegal studies, so I wouldn't have to get a lawyer every time I went to try to visit my child and enforce the
And do it
rights
yourself.
that I already had. But it's been many years since I've
Right.
seen him, talked to him. So him and my father are the only people that don't know what I do, that I'm okay with them not finding out. Now, my son, he's young, so he may, but I want to be the one to tell him. My father, he's already 80. He's going to be 84 this year, and he's getting a little
Oh, wow.
dementia. And I just, he just knows I work on the computer and I travel a lot. I tell him I do stuff on the internet. It's not a lie.
Good.
But because he's
Yeah, it's
from
not.
such a different,
Yeah.
I don't see the need to rock the boat,
No.
Gotcha.
But I
No.
he came right out now. I tell him. So I think he'd love me anyway.
Well, okay. So the reason why I asked that, I mean, it wasn't to kind of like bring up any bad memories or anything like that, but
That's okay.
the basis of the podcast, what this podcast is all about, it's about bridging the gap between traditional relationships and us non-traditional relationships. And in a lot of the questions that come up will be, well, what will my kids think? What will my family think? And my thought process is, well, you take them under advisement and you try to do what's best. But I mean, no matter what, you're still going to do what's best for you. And that was my reason for asking that. It's like, do your kids know, or does your family know? And how does that affect, or how did it affect your introduction into the business?
That's actually a really great question. I do get asked that a lot, because of the stigmas, because of how things were back in the day. There was a lot of sleaze going on. I can't say that there's not. I don't see much of it in my work. When I'm going around, I'm not hearing about these horrible things going on, the fake producers and things like that. Basically, it's a pretty smart crowd. The industry's got a lot of smart people, very smart people in it. But before I even started, I asked my daughters what they thought. They were 11 and 8 at the time. The older one, she's very mature. She's 16 now. She said, it's your life. Do what you want. And my little one said, where's the money? And so,
oh my God.
I was a little worried when we moved here to the Bible Belt. We did live in Florida when I started. A lot more open-minded there, a lot more populated. People did not care. They could, like I said, I worked for the federal government, and when people knew what I did, they almost celebrated it. When I went to sign up my first AVNs 1 year after I got in the industry, like I said, I posted my first content New Year's 2018 in January 2018, and I was already signing at the AVNs January 2019. So my team at Medic, they were proud of me, really, I think.
You took
and then
off.
I went on the next year. Got to go with my girl Susie BBW to the BBW Awards and be her +1, and that was awesome. But the kids really, they sacrificed the most, I think, because I was working a day job, and then on the weekends I'm running off to Tampa, running off to Atlanta to shoot. But the money did start coming in, and we did start spending a lot more time. I liked when I got to the point I didn't have to tell them no. They didn't have to get the broke speech, because I lived paycheck, and that was the most I was making from any day job I'd ever had. So without a spouse or a second income, there was some depression going on there for a minute, because I felt like I was in a dead end, and the college degrees that are supposed to further my income and raise my income really just were a huge debt. So plus I had child support for my son, and loans and credit cards or whatever, rent, bills. and I just was drowning. So it got to the point that like the kids would have friends over, and I could take them and all their friends to get their nails done. I could take everyone to Starbucks. We used to go to Walmart every single day. So they sacrifice the most. But it's also been a double-edged sword. I know that, going into junior high and high school, moving into the Bible Belt, I was super duper worried about them being teased and, people condemning them. But they have pretty cool friends. And it turns out, like, teenage boys really think porn stars are cool. And
Right. You're the cool mom.
and the girls and the girls, I once like the celebrities and stuff started calling, and like their friends were here to witness that and stuff, and they see that I'm traveling, they see I got a poster of myself up here, I got my AVN badges and stuff there, and they I think once they saw that, like, everybody kind of fell into place. Now I do worry about some of the content that I post, because I never thought I'd be famous for licking things that I lick sometimes.
Right.
I never even did
Right.
the industry. I don't do them in my personal life, but I'm not against it at all. I would rather do that than lick a woman, I'll say. Ugh. Ugh.
Really?
So, oh God, yes. Oh, you know what comes out of us. You know the things that come out of us. They're
I
disgusting.
sure do.
So, a clean ass is, to me, any day better than licking a woman. But anyway, so
Wow.
I do worry about that. I do a lot of interracial content, not exclusively, because I'm not a racist, and I don't ever want to identify as Queen of Spades or anything like that. But I have worried about that for them. But one of them's halfway through high school, and she has no problems with that. Everybody knows what I do.
That's
I'm pretty
great.
open about it. Some people think I'm cool. I'm sure there's parents in this area that people are so friendly, but also harshly judgmental. So, we
Right.
keep to ourselves, and we can afford to. I don't have to be on any government assistance or anything like that. So, you know, I've been lucky. My parents used to really not like it. But of course, the people around you think you're going to fail. They're the ones that doubt you the most. It's the strangers that are your biggest supporters. But as time went on, and they saw I haven't had to borrow a penny from them, I haven't needed anything. And when my mom comes, I'm able to take her to lunch, pay for everything for her.
Yeah.
She sees I'm buying a car. She sees I've paid all my rent, whatever. And
Right.
now she says, "How's business? How's business?" It's a business. She sees it's not just me
Yeah.
on my back all the time. Just
Yeah.
guys. I
Right.
mean, that's
It's
that is
legitimate.
a stigma, like, right now. And my camera's going low, so we're gonna have a little change of Rooney here, guys. So you get talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst.
Okay.
I was raised on sketch comedy.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. Because we're coming up on the hour. What do you have coming up?
Oh Lord.
Because here's the thing. Let's see. You were at the Exotica last month. So we touched base again. When are you coming back? And when are you gonna let your East Coast fans, your Northeast fans, when are you gonna let them drool over you again?
Oh man, I cannot get enough of New England in that area. I was just in Philly and DC again last week. But I don't know when I'll be up that way again. What I tell people is I usually do not know where I'm going unless it's a content event or a convention. The rest of the time, it is paid for, so to speak. It's somebody wants to see me enough that they're willing to pay all my accommodations,
Expenses.
or yeah, and then whatever, for my time. Or I will get so much demand in an area that I just got to go. I'll be like, the Carolinas have been waiting for me for 3 years. North and South Carolina. I'm gonna have to make a whole tour out of that because those are some big areas. And
Yeah.
I, but the New England has always been really good to me. So I would love to get back up there. So guys, text, email me, MandieMaytag.com. I like the contact form there. But I'll go anywhere if the price is right. And I do have a passport, fellas.
Right.
There you go.
So
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
so Atlanta, Macon, Pensacola, and Dallas. That's coming up in the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Wait. Say that again. Where are you going to be?
Atlanta, Georgia. Macon, Georgia. Orange Beach, Alabama, which is basically Pensacola.
Okay.
And then Dallas, Fort Worth. So some of it's content, a Christmas party. I've got a photo shoot. And then I have some safe for work stuff that I'm doing, as well as some adult work in Dallas. So some stuff, that's just regular acting, I'm trying to get me a podcast. I got the gift gab, baby. And I'm, every time I get stoned, I think, oh man, give me a TV show. I think that's what I'm going to call the podcast. Like, they should give me a TV show when I'm stoned. That's the name of the show.
Right. There you go.
Well,
I like it.
I vaguely remember us talking about that you wanted to do a podcast. I do remember that. So
yeah.
Hey, hon, that's someone else that we can talk about here or talk to, after the show, because we're gonna talk to Cora.
I'll bring you on my show.
Say it again.
I'll bring you on my show.
Yeah, there you go. See, I can host it. I can remote host this thing wherever. So,
Yeah. I think I'm going to need the old, I've had the same phone for an eternity, 3 years, which is.
Oh, geez. That's
in
17 in cell phone years.
But I cannot get rid of this baby. It's, the things it's seen, the things it's done, the places it's been, the metadata. That's what I'm scared of. I don't want to risk losing anything when I switch over the passwords and the little.
I feel
knows
you.
me intimately, and I'm too scared to change it. But it's probably time.
Yeah, definitely. You got to get somebody to help you with that. Make sure you get everything.
Well, I got a couple high-ranking Verizon guys in my fan base. I might have to reach out to one of them and get him some commission.
There you go.
I'm scared. Legit scared.
All right. Well, let's do this. Let's see. Tell everyone the best way, the easiest way, the fastest way that they can reach out and find you.
Google Mandie Maytag, Mandie, Maytag, like the washing machine, because you dump loads. And if you've ever heard me suck dick, it sounds like a washing machine.
I was just about to ask, where did you come up with your name?
I was at a swinger party, and somebody said, I was getting down on, I was doing the Twister 7000 on dick, and I got this little tongue action I do, but I was sucking some dick, and this guy heard me, and he said, I could get off to the sound of that alone. I was like, it sounds like a washing machine, huh? I was like Maytag, and I was like, Mandie Maytag, because my name's Amanda. And my mom it's funny, when I was born, my tongue was sticking out, and that was the first thing I said is, oh my gosh. Well, the first thing I'm crowning, they're like, oh, she's got a head full of hair. And then like, oh, she's got her tongue out. And then the second thing was, well, my grandpa's like, well, she's got some strong lungs, which I can still hold my breath a long time. And then my mom named me Amanda and helped of calling me Mandy, and it never stuck. So it was just meant. So,
there you go. There you go. All right, folks. Well, Dee, do you have any more questions? Anything else you want to know real quick?
No, everything was fascinating. I really liked everything. Like you said earlier, you were a wealth of information. And I like that you shared it with us. What was that?
I said, you want to sit on this tongue, don't you?
Absolutely. Oh my God. I wish you were into chicks.
Coming
Jeez.
for you, Dee. Watch out there, Bean. Watch out. I know where her bean is, okay?
You leave me
See
alone.
that?
You leave me alone.
Yeah, thank
See.
you
Yeah.
so much for coming on with
You
us.
are good with that. You are. All right.
All
Sorry,
right,
guys.
guys.
I told you
All
I'd take
right.
over if you let me.
Say what? Say it again. Say it again.
I said, I said, you can hold the camera. I know you're good at that. And then I said, I told you I'd take over if you let me. So
Right.
No,
It's
no.
all
I'll shut up
good.
now
No.
with you.
It's all right. It's quite all right. It's quite all right. Because I've been playing her wingman the past few times that we've gone out. I played her wingman trying to help her find someone. It's been a while.
Who, Dee Dee?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, girl.
Yes.
Oh, girl. I'll hook you up. I will send one of my finest. Just after the show, you let me know where you are, and I will get you some superb, respectful, probably has a white collar job or is independently self-made, muscles, whatever you like. You like them husky, I got husky. You like the beard, I got the beard. Just let me
Nice.
know, because you're populated area. I can hook you up.
Oh, sounds good. You got it.
Sorry, Bean.
You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. But you
Oh
were
man, I'm
saying
pulling
that
the best ass of my life.
you're saying that you're not into chicks. You're not into girls. So
I'm not in. Oh, no, I'm telling her I'm going to hook her up with one of my hoes, one of these guys that I fuck with.
Well, no, I'm talking about
You said you're
wingman.
trying to find her something, you're trying to wingman for her. I will wing
Yeah,
woman for her.
to
I will throw her a bone, baby.
I'm trying to find
Maybe a
her.
couple.
Trying to find her another. Trying to find her a female to play with.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I like what she's talking about
she's
too. I
offering
could get
too.
a
Okay, all right.
yeah.
You'd be a
No problem. No problem. No problem at all. No problem at all. But what I will say is, guys, gals, this has been extremely interesting. What did you do to your phone? What happened? What happened? You and your phone, it just disappeared.
Turn sideways.
Oh, it froze on us. There we go. All right, well, D, I'll see you soon,
darling.
babe. I will see
All
you
right.
soon.
It was fun.
Yeah. All right, baby. You behave. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you when you get home.
All right, darling.
All right. Bye.
Bye.